has done it again. Remember that there have been this rumor ongoing since last year that they wanted to stop UK students from bringing in their dependents to the UK due to the fact that there have been this rise in immigration. So the UK have been looking for a way to crack it down since, and finally they have done it again. You guys should listen to this latest update, and after listening to it, we are going to discuss the way forward. So you guys should listen to it now. They have just released this today, being the 23rd of May 2023.
Offers to stop overseas students bringing family to UK in bid to curb migration. International students who come to the UK will no longer be able to bring family with them except under specific circumstances in a government bid to bring immigration down. International students will no longer be able to bring dependents with them unless they are on postgraduate courses that are currently designated as research programs. The package will also remove the ability for international students to switch out of the student route and into work routes before their studies have been completed to prevent misuse of the visa system, the government said. As well as removing this right, there will also be a review of the maintenance requirement for students and dependents and a crackdown on unscrupulous education agents who make use of inappropriate applications to sell immigration, not education. The changes will come into effect for students starting their courses from January 2024 in order to allow future international students time to plan ahead. Pressure mounts on PM to launch Braverman probe, politics latest. In a written ministerial statement published today, Home Secretary Suella Braverman said recent immigration figures had shown an unexpected rise in the number of dependents coming to.
So guys, now that the UK have decided to bring this news to us, to some people it's a good news, to some people it's not a good news. When I mean a good news, I mean some people really want there to be a cut down in immigration, while to some people that are coming, like for immigrants, it's really not the best of news, because some of them use this as an opportunity to help their family and also to help themselves. So what is the way forward now? Remember that they said that if you are on a postgraduate research program, then you can bring in your family with you during your study. Now, what is a postgraduate research program? A postgraduate research program are courses that grant you doctorate degree, and they are level 8 courses. Going through my research, I found out that some postgraduate master's courses can also be classified as a postgraduate research program, but there are very few, like 1 or 2. So automatically it means that postgraduate research programs are just for those coming for doctorate degree. So if you are coming for a postgraduate research program, then you can bring your family along with you. What is the next way forward? The next way forward is that you should come to the UK to finish your master's degree for a year. The moment you have finished your master's degree and you are able to switch onto a skilled worker visa, or you are able to switch onto a post-study work visa, then you can bring your family with you. But if you have not been able to switch, you cannot bring your family. And after all, it's just a year or probably 2 years, depending on the course you're studying, and then your family can come and join you to live where you are. Okay, so I know it's not like the sweetest thing as compared to the other one, but now that the UK has said no more, they cannot allow many people to come and flood their country, because you won't even blame them. If you look at it, the cost of housing, the cost, there's not even space even for the international students. Some of them are sleeping on the road, some of them, their family, they don't even have good living conditions to stay. If you go to the street of London, and so it's, if you look at it, you understand where they are coming from, that they are really concerned not just only about the rising immigration, but the fact that this living situation of even the students is not even palatable, and it's not giving them a good face in the international world. What is the third alternative? The third alternative is for you to try and apply to other countries. Other countries, like if you go through Australia pattern, you find that Australia now has opened their borders to many international students and even skilled worker. Canada too. I know Canada is quite lengthy, but at least it's if you are following through the student pathway, it's faster than if you are following other pathway. You can look at the USA. The USA also allows students, and they have their own immigration too that you can use to come in. What else can you do? You can look at going to Sweden. Of recent, Sweden has also opened their door. Ireland is another one. Ireland does not restrict students from coming in to study. The only major thing about some of these countries is that they don't speak English, so because of it you might find it difficult to adjust. But if you're able to learn the language before even coming down or adjust, and you are determined, I believe that you'll be able to use this opportunity. Now, what if you don't want to go to other countries and you just want to, it's UK that is your goal? So it's either you are coming in, you have to come in like the masters like that, or you have to come in using another route. We have done several videos on other routes you can use to come to the UK. Number one is the global talent visa. You can use that route, so you can watch that video and check out the requirements and see if you meet up to it. Another one you can use is using through the carer pathway to come down to the UK and work, which is even quite better than the master's process. So you can use that route to come to the UK as well. Skilled worker visa, if you qualify for the skills, and you need to check the gov.uk website to check their list of shortage occupation list, and if your job falls within that shortage occupation list, you can go ahead and apply for the job and follow the route of that one. If not, you come to the UK and study, which is what they are saying. They are saying they want you to come and study. It's not, they don't want you to just focus on immigration. Oh, this is another alternative for immigration. No, they want you to actually come and study. And after studying, then once you have switched into a skilled worker visa, if you have gotten a job, then it's going to be good. And if you also look at it in another way, it's also good because it tends to reduce your competition. So like the increase the competition of how where so many students, thousands, billions of students are in, it might not be that, it might not be as much as before anymore. So that means that you will be able to find job easily after you have graduated. And if you look at it, it's also a good thing. Okay, mind you, all this information that we have talked about today, it only comes into effect in 1st of January 2024. So if you are already on your student pathway and all that, and you are being granted an admission for September intake or for July intake, it doesn't affect you. Or if you are currently applying for September intake, it doesn't affect you too. But if your application is going to bring you in from January 2024, then you are affected. So if you want to now, if you still are keen on bringing in your family, you can go ahead and quickly do your application for your masters and come to the UK before January 2024. But if you are not ready yet and you haven't gotten all your documents yet, and you are going to come in January 2024, then it means that it's going to affect you. Now, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more info and more updates like this, because we have told you of and we've done videos of several other pathways you can use to come to the UK and become a legal resident of the UK. The UK is a very beautiful country, to be fair, so it's a nice thing to come there and work with them. It's just that they really are interested in human welfare and are really concerned about their country. Another thing that they talked about is that students will not be able to switch to another visa unless they have finished their study. So if you really listen to that audio that I played, you observe that they said that students will not be able to switch. You know, recently, if you're on a study visa, some people normally switch before they even complete their degree, you understand? But now they are saying that they are going to really be very strict with it. Now they are saying you ought to finish your study first, which is actually the norm, that you're supposed to finish your study first before you start switching to another visa. And though they haven't been so strict about it, now they are going to be so strict on it and keep an eye on students that are not completing their study and switching very quickly. So you guys should be very careful, especially those that are already in the UK, or if you are already going to the UK, just be informed that they are considering this, and from 2024 January 1st they are going to be very strict and rigid with it. Now, thank you for watching this video. And my name remains Stella. See you in our next video. Bye for now.